Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. So today in this video we are going to learn about how we can use the Gemini for students or working professionals. In this video we are going to use all the tools that are provided by Gemini completely for free, and using them we are going to know how we can actually learn or do research from them. So if you go to Gemini, you can see the UI something like this, where firstly we are going to explore this plus button. By using this we can basically add files or upload files from the drive or upload photos from the Google Photos. So we can click on this plus button and we can actually add files to the Gemini prompt from here. Also you can see we have this tools where you can see different kinds of things that you can do using the Gemini. Either you wanted to create images, or we are going to explore about this canvas later in the video, and we are going to also explore about this guided learning. The guided learning is basically you're going to give a prompt to the Gemini and Gemini comes with follow-up things. So there's this process of guided learning, meaning first step you're going to provide one prompt, and then after that Gemini is going to come up with something else, and then again you're going to provide something else. So this is like a guided learning. Also this a new feature, visual layout, where you can actually create visually appealing layout from the information that you provided to the Gemini. So we are also going to explore this feature. On this side you can see there are different kinds of models that you can use. First one is fast, which is used to answer quickly. There's this thinking with 3 Pro, which I already exhausted, which is basically used if you wanted to do any mathematical or reasoning types of stuff where you wanted it to think thoroughly and do the research properly. Then you can actually use this thinking with 3 Pro, or you can also upgrade to Google AI Pro, but we are not going to do that right now. So what we are going to do is we are going to first learn how to give a prompt to the Gemini. So we have this template, or we can call it a framework, by using which we can actually give it a prompt. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Gemini to actually create a summary or create an outline or create some key points from a PDF that I have. I'm going to use this PDF as my learning resource. So first what I'm going to do is, as I earlier said, I'm going to click on this add files button and upload files local file system, because I have the file in my local file. So I'm going to click on this and it is going to open me this window where I can actually choose the file. So currently I'm going to choose this context engineering sessions and memory management, because I wanted to learn about context engineering and memory management when I'm using the AI agent. So I'm going to click on open, and here you can see now the PDF is being uploaded. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually write the prompt that I would like to use. So the prompt is basically act as an AI engineer, explain about what context engineering and memory management is, deliver the response in table format. I am a student in 12th grade learning about AI agents. Please use the PDF provided. So here you can see the specific prompt is divided into multiple parts. First, we wanted it to act it in a certain way, like we are giving it a persona. So what we are asking it is, you need to have this persona of AI engineer, meaning you need to act as an AI engineer. After that we are going to explain it about what is the task. So explain about what context engineering and memory management is. So the Gemini's task is to explain about what context engineering and memory management is. And the third one we are doing is deliver the response in table format. So when the Gemini is going to give us the answer, we wanted it to be in the format of table, meaning we wanted whatever the response that is provided by the Gemini to us in the format of table. The third thing is we are going to give it a context. We are providing it extra context, like how the information is going to be provided to us using that context. So I'm saying I am a 12th grade student learning about AI agents, meaning it is not going to go too much deeper because I'm still in 12th grade. So it is going to provide me with the information that I can actually learn, that I can actually understand. So it is going to provide me the information in an understandable way. And the fifth point is basically, please use the PDF provided. It is a reference. So whatever the answer that it is going to provide me with is going to use this context engineering and memory management PDF. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this submit button, let's wait what the Gemini is going to give us. So it is taking some time to analyze and do the thinking. Now here you can see it has provided me with an answer. So it is actually acting as an AI engineer. So it is saying, as an AI engineer, I can explain these core concepts of building modern AI agents drawing from the provided white paper. So this is basically a white paper about context engineering and memory management. Now here you can see the answer that it has provided is in the format of table, because we have asked it to provide it in the format of table. So now here you can see it is actually explaining the concept, and it is explaining about what it is, and it is also explaining why it is important. All information is actually provided in the PDF itself, showing about context engineering, memory management. Also we can export this to the sheets, and now here you can see it's also giving an analogy. Again, this analogy is basically from the PDF provided. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the same answer but in different format. So let's just copy this again, and let's just again upload the file. Now what we are going to do is we are going to get the answer in different format. So what we are going to do is we are going to give it as bullet point format. So now the answer that is going to be provided by the Gemini will be going to be in the bullet point format. So let me just correct this and let me just give it to Gemini. So it is doing the analysis, or it is doing the thinking. Now the Gemini has provided us with the response. So here you can see the response, it is in the format of bullet points. So it is basically given us this heading, context engineering, the agent's working context, and it is now given us the response in the form of bullet points. So here you can see this is a bullet point, this is a bullet point. Again, these are bullet points inside this bullet point, and these are the bullet points, and yeah, now everything is in the form of bullet points. Also you can see there are these links. Basically this is pointing out to the information that is provided in the PDF, meaning from where it had actually took this information. So when I click on this, you can see on the right side it is going to give us the information that it took from. So yeah, now here you can see from the PDF it actually took this information and it had put over here to explain what exactly context engineering is. So we can check the links from by clicking on these references. Here you can see it is changing accordingly. Also at the end you can also click on this sources. So basically here you can see all the points that it took to form this response. On this side it took the text from this page 6, page 7, page 6, page 6, all that stuff it had done. So this is how you can actually use Gemini to extract information from the PDF that you provided. Now we are going to explore other things. So what I can ask now the Gemini is, if I already finished learning about these things, if I already know the information, or if I already understand and I have knowledge about this information that is provided or that is in the PDF, I can ask it to actually create quizzes. Can you create quiz based on this? So now let us see what kind of quiz it actually creates for us. So it is actually thinking right now. So let us wait for the response. Now it has provided us with the quiz. On the right side you can see we have AI agents, context and memory, and here we can basically choose the answer and we can go to next. For example, let's say if I know the answer for this, I can select and then I can go to next, and then I can go to next. At the end, once you submit the response, you can actually get this particular dashboard kind of thing where you can actually see the score, how much you have scored. Since I did not choose any answer, it is giving me the score as 0 by 10 and 0 accuracy, and we can see we have skipped all the answers. And if I actually answered them, then you can actually see how many right answers we choose and wrong answers we choose and how many we skipped. We can also review the quiz. It is going to give us the right answer. So when we actually review it. Also, when you're choosing the answer and if you don't know the answer, you can also use this show hint where you can actually see the hint. So the hint is recall the natural behavior of LLM after it processes one single API request. So this is how the quiz looks like, which we can actually use to create quizzes from the text or PDF that we provided. After that, we are going to explore some more tools. So if you click on this tools, you can see it can actually create images, which is basically Nano Banana. We are not going to explore that feature because I think everybody knows about that feature, but we are going to explore these other three features, which are Canvas, guided learning, and visual layout. So first we are going to see this guided learning. So once I click on that guided learning, what Gemini acts as, it acts as an interactive tutor, meaning if I ask something, then again it will ask me something, then I will ask something, then it will ask me something, so that we can actually learn. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a prompt. I wanted to learn about AI agents, and let's see what it is going to give me the response. So now here you can see it has provided me with this response. That's a great direction to head. Learning about AI agents builds directly on the idea of context engineering and memory that we just covered. So it is basically getting that history, and after that, now to continue our exploration, here you can see to continue our exploration of AI agents, which of these areas would you like to dive first in? So it is basically asking me a question, like asking me what would be the next topic that we deep dive into. So what I'm going to do now is, what I'm going to learn about is the agent's architecture. So I'm going to give it this again. I wanted to learn about the agent's architecture. So it's saying like that's a fantastic next step. The agent's architecture is the blueprint of how these intelligent systems actually work. So here you can see all the stuff about the agent's architecture, and again it is asking me what are the next steps that I would like to take. So ready to dive deeper into specific parts of the blueprint we could explore. So it is asking me what we wanted to explore next, but now I'm not going to explore any of this stuff. So say an end to this particular tool, Canvas, and we are going guided learning, and we are going to learn Canvas now. So now I'm going to choose Canvas. So yeah, now I have chosen the Canvas, and here I can see let's write or build together. So this Canvas tool is basically used either for writing or building the website. So what I would like to now ask is, I would like it to create a basic simple gaming website involving numbers. So what I would like to ask it is, can you create a game which involves numbers? So simple prompt, I'm giving it. So on this side, it has already done its thinking, all of that stuff. On this side, we can see the code. Once the coding is done, we can also see how it looks. The preview, we can see the preview. Also, we can actually modify the code by ourselves. So let us wait it to complete. So now here you can see I love number games. Let's build a game called Target Number Crunch. The goal is simple. Use a set of randomly generated numbers and the basic arithmetic operations plus, minus, multiplication, divide to reach a random target number as closely as possible. Okay, I will generate this. So it is basically telling about that stuff. So start, let's just fix this error. Let's see what went wrong first. So here you can also see this feature. It is going to fix the bugs by itself, or it is going to tell us there's a bug or an error. So let's just click on that, and it is actually doing the corrections on this side. So let's just wait for that. Yeah, now I think it has already fixed this. So the target number is 680. So basically that's how you can actually play this game. I'm not going to figure out how I can actually play this game, but you can actually play a game like this, or you can also create a website. So let's see how we can actually create a website. Can you create a simple website for kids to learn about numbers? Now on this side here you can see again it is thinking and doing that stuff. It is saying kids number explorer. The game is this. On this side you can see there's pretty cool UI, kids number explorer. Let's learn numbers. It is saying 1, so it is giving 1 star. If I go next, it is giving 2, so 2 apples, and 3 balloons. 4, I think these are dinosaurs, or yeah, these are 4 dinosaurs. 5 rockets. 6, I don't know what is this. 6 paints. 7 rainbows. 8 beers. 10 balls. I think 9 it has missed. Let's see. Okay, 9 ice creams. 10. So that's how you can actually use this canvas feature to build cool things. Now let's go back to the again one more feature, which is this visual layout feature. So I'm going to use this particular feature. I wanted to learn about AI agents. So can you create a visual layout for that? So let's see what answer it is going to give it to me. Here we can see these decks, or we can say these are cards, like how you see in the magazine, right? How you read, there will be nice pretty UI on the page. So it is going to create something exactly like that. So let us wait for that. Now here you can see it has given me this particular heading, understanding AI agents, autonomous goal oriented systems. And here you can see the 3 core components of an AI agent: the reasoning engine, the LLM, the memory module, tools and action layers. Here this is basically just like cards, so very visually appealing. Then we can see there's this, I don't know what it is called, but it is an image: observe, orient, decide, act. So it is like OODA loop. Again, here you can see there's different visual elements. Again, see it action, like it has also given me this YouTube link: real world applications of AI agent, continue your exploration. Also I can click on this, let's say this, orient, and here you can see details of the orient phase in AI agents. Again, it is going to, I guess, do again the same thing, and it is going to give me the answer for this details of the orient phase in AI agents. So let us wait for that. So this is a very cool feature. Now here you can see like everything it has given us. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go back to the normal mode. So I'm going to click on this Gemini, and we now have explored all these features. There's one more thing or feature we can explore. So basically I am going to give it again this context engineering sessions and memory management PDF. And now what I can do is I can ask it to just can you summarize this PDF. Just a simple prompt I have asked it. So it is doing the analysis, and yeah, let us wait for it to do the analysis. Now it has come up with this answer. The analysis is still going on, but we can see in the PDF context engineering sessions and memory is a white paper that explores how to build stateful intelligence LLM agents by focusing on 2 core architectural components: session and memory. So here you can see about context engineering. Here you can see about sessions, workbench, memory, the filing cabinet. Yeah, like it has given us the summary of this particular PDF. Also, the other feature that you can explore in Gemini is Let's say you have handwritten notes basically in classrooms, or wherever we go, we actually try to collect the notes in the form of handwritten notes. So if you have those handwritten notes, you can actually take images of those handwritten notes, or you can convert those handwritten notes into PDF. And after that, you can actually come over here, just like how I uploaded this particular context engineering sessions and memory PDF. You can upload your particular PDF either from your files if you store in your local file system, or if that file is in Drive, then you can use this, or you can use the images that you just took. And then after that, you can actually ask to create digital notes from those handwritten notes. I think that's a very, very cool feature. It can actually create a digital notes, and it also can do all the stuff that I just did. It can create quizzes, it can create summaries. So that's one more feature that we can basically use. If you like this video and you're looking out more for these kinds of videos, you should subscribe to my channel, because in the future I'm going to upload more AI related videos and you will be getting more value from those videos. So you should definitely subscribe to my channel. Thank you.